Have you ever heard a love story so wild, so scandalous that it sounds like a movie plot? Well, buckle up because this one is absolutely real. It even ended up in the Supreme Court. Our story begins in 1976 at Taytung High School in the Philippines. This is where we meet Evelyn CHUA, a 30-year-old teacher, dedicated and respected by her colleagues. And then there's CHUA-QUA, a bright but struggling 16-year-old student in her class. Bobby needed extra help with his studies, so Evelyn started giving him remedial lessons after school. At first, it was all about academics, helping him catch up. But as they spent more time together, something unexpected began to happen. The lines between teacher and student started to blur. Their conversations drifted from schoolwork to life, dreams, and everything in between. They found a connection, a spark that neither of them could ignore. It wasn't just a crush. It was deep, genuine affection. Against all logic, against all the rules, they fell in love. Now, you can imagine the whispers, the stares, the gossip that must have filled the school hallways. A 30-year-old teacher and her 16-year-old student? It was a scandal waiting to explode. But for Evelyn and Bobby, their feelings were real, and they were ready to face the world together. They decided to get married. For them, it was the ultimate commitment, a way to prove that their love was serious and legitimate. But the world wasn't ready to accept it. As soon as the school administration found out, they were furious. They saw it as a gross violation of ethics. Evelyn was immediately fired for unethical conduct. The school argued that she had abused her position of authority, taken advantage of a vulnerable young student. To them, it wasn't a love story. It was a betrayal of trust. Evelyn, however, refused to be shamed into silence. She believed her love was pure and that her dismissal was unfair. She decided to fight back. She filed a complaint for illegal dismissal, and so began a long, grueling legal battle. The case bounced from one labor commission to another, with each side digging in their heels. The school painted her as a predator, while Evelyn and Bobby defended their right to love. Year after year, the case escalated, moving higher and higher through the judicial system. It became a public spectacle, a debate about morality, ethics, and the boundaries of love. Did she take advantage of him? Were they simply two people who fell in love under unconventional circumstances? Public opinion was sharply divided. Finally, after a decade-long fight, the case landed in the highest court of the land, the Supreme Court of the Philippines. This was it. The final judgment would not only decide Evelyn's fate, but also set a legal precedent for years to come. The entire nation watched, waiting to see how the justices would rule on this incredibly sensitive and controversial issue. The school's lawyers presented their case with force, arguing that Evelyn's actions were inherently immoral and damaging to the teaching profession. They insisted that a teacher's primary duty is to protect their students, not to enter into romantic relationships with them. It seemed like a powerful, almost unassailable argument. But then, the Supreme Court delivered a decision that shocked everyone. They looked beyond the scandal, beyond the age gap, and into the heart of the matter. They acknowledged that the relationship was unconventional, yes, but was it immoral? They didn't think so. They saw a genuine bond between two consenting individuals. In their historic ruling, the justices wrote something truly beautiful and profound. They famously quoted the philosopher Blaise Pascal, stating, "The heart has reasons of its own, which reason does not know." They declared that love, in and of itself, cannot be deemed immoral. They ruled that Evelyn's dismissal was unjust and illegal. It was a stunning victory. A victory not just for Evelyn and Bobby, but for anyone whose love has ever been judged or condemned by society. The court affirmed that while we must have rules and ethics, we cannot legislate the human heart. Evelyn was vindicated, and her love story, once a source of scandal, became a symbol of defiance and courage. It's a powerful reminder that love can be found in the most unexpected places. And sometimes, it's worth fighting for, no matter the odds. Thank you so much for watching. If this story moved you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible true stories. See you next time.